Hello, it's the last day of the ayahuasca retreat and I'm just packing my bag to leave. It's been an interesting time. Really has. Would I do it again? No, I wouldn't. One, because there's no need to, and two, because it's not all that it cracks out to be honest. Last night I had a banging headache, like something was trying to do me something. And at first I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's the medication because I'm on antibiotics and maybe I'm just dehydrated, because it felt a little bit like a dehydration headache. But I knew I was going to be dehydrated, so I drank lots before I came down to bed, and I came down to bed about 11:30. I even drank a whole cup of water, and I do not drink water, but that's how much of a heads up I was getting about keeping hydrated. So, and I also bought a massive I bought my flask with hot water and ginger in it too, and I was still experiencing this headache, bang 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 bang. So at one point I realized, you know what, this is not a headache, this is spell work. Yeah, so I started to do a counteraction of return to sender 10 times, and when I did that, it released the headache a little bit, not completely, but enough for me to be able to gather my thoughts. Do you know what I mean? So that was about 3:30 in the morning. Then I woke up again about 5:30, boom, 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 boom. So I did some more meditation. I was using the fan on my face, and the cool air was making me feel a lot better too. Yeah, the cool air was making me feel a lot better. But I could still feel that there was lots going on at the same time. So I did some more meditation, and then Spirit was like, go in the shower and put your head, hair and everything under the cold shower, and just let the cold shower surrender to the cold. Yeah, surrender to the cold water. And when I surrender to the cold waters, surrender to whatever it is, and just allow this, allow my spirits, allow my ancestors, allow the energy around me to just absorb all that negative fuckery. Just seeing that my coat's been hanging up, and there's actual mold growing on the tip of my arm of my coat. So this is some antibacterial hand sanitizer. I'm just gonna rub on it because I don't know why that's happening. Has been hanging up here a while, don't it? And it is humid in the air, but still. Spirit saying to me it's because my sleeve went in some type of sauce or food, and in this humidity, bacteria will grow. So even though it's not something that happened recently, because my coat's been hanging up for over 7 days, but there's something. It's the wild west in the Amazon. Anything can happen. So yeah. So this morning I went in the shower, like I said, and I did what Spirit told me to do, and I started to alchemize it. And then now I feel much better. There's still a little bit there, but it's nowhere near what it was. But it also confirms that it is sorcery, which I'm not surprised, because last night all I kept getting was they're in that ceremony trying to fling things at me. They're such hypocrites. They're in this. They're going on like I'm trying to do them something, when really it's them trying to do me something. And you know how you know that it's them trying to do me something and not the other way around? Because two major reasons. You know it's them and not me. One, they keep coming out worse. They keep coming out even scarier than the first time, and they come out worse than the last time. So that's how you know it's them throwing it, not me. Because if I was throwing it, the law of the universe would be that what you give out comes back to you. yeah, and I'm fine. So it's definitely not me. And then secondly, they're actually saying it out of their mouth. Yeah, we think you're evil. You're disrespectful. You took over our ceremony. It's disrespectful to come into somebody's ceremony and take over. However, took over your ceremony. The only way my ancestors are going to take over your ceremony is if you're going on with some fuckery. My ancestors are not just going to come in and invasively take over your ceremony. Why would they? Why would anybody? You catching the pepper? Why would my ancestors be interested in coming in and taking over your ceremony unless you was going on with things in the ceremony? My ancestors are not petty. They're not petty people. They're big people. They don't play petty games. So for what reason would they have to come in and take over your show unless your show was on some fuckery? And if your show was on some fuckery, then yeah, my ancestors would take over. I know they would. They'd do anything for me. They'd do anything for me. Anything to protect me because they don't play about me. They thought that they was going to take my power. They seen my power and was envious and jealous of it. You should see the venom and the jealousy in their faces. People always want what they can't have. Miss Wanty Wanty, no getty getty. They see me with power, so they want it. They see that I'm powerful, so they're scared of me. You've got fear and envy. Fear and envy. When you put fear and envy together, people do some fucked up shit. And that's what I've seen. But I already know, trust nobody. Trust nobody. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end the recording because I don't want to waste the battery. And because I'm packing, I'm not focusing on the TV. But let me do what I'm doing and come back, alright?